been wanting to do for a very long time, but I finally decided to do it. And first of all, warning, I'm going to be looking down because my computer's right here and I have all my notes on my computer. It's literally 4 pages full of notes on all this stuff. So in case you didn't read by the title, it is the stories of all my piercings, and like it's going to be like the details and everything you need to know about all the different piercings that I personally have. And so yes, as you can also tell from the title, I have 7 piercings. Depending on how you count them, some people count like this as 1. I count it as 1 and 2. So I have 7, which kind of seems like a lot, but it is. But I also am like highly obsessed with piercings. Okay, so I'm just going to start with my notes because there's a lot to talk about. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can always do an updated one in a few years when I will get more, because I'm going to get more. But yeah, okay, I'm just going to get started. So first of all, my parents' opinion on it is they are totally okay with me getting piercings, like any kind I want pretty much, because like they say that you can always take piercings out. That being said, I'm not allowed to have tattoos till I'm 18 because those are much more permanent. So yeah, they're okay with me getting any type of piercings. That's why I have so many. They've had my permission, I've had their permission for like all of them. It's not like I'm doing them behind their back or anything. So yeah, that's my parents' opinion on it. Some people I know, their parents like are not okay with anything more than just 1. So yeah. Oh, other thing, all the ones besides these 2 I have pictures of that I'll be inserting instead of showing you. It's kind of hard. So I'm just going to be inserting pictures of like when I first got them done. I'm going to start out with the first one. So the first one is kind of 2 because I got it done once and it closed and I got it again. So the first time I got it done, okay, so by the way, it's just the first, I just call them the normal lobes, just your first, like the one that's the most common. And I got that done, I want to say 3rd grade, and to me an earring was a needle, and I'm scared of needles, so that like wasn't okay. So it was finally, I had been cleaning them and everything. Oh, I got it done at Claire's the first time too. I forgot to put that in my notes, but I got it done at Claire's the first time. It was finally time to change them, right? And I was like, oh my god, it's a needle, it's a needle, it's a needle. So we only got 1 changed. Like, I only got 1 changed and the other one was like still in. And the next day I had my school pictures, so I'll be inserting a picture right here. Or right here, I don't know where it's going to be. But I'm going to have a picture, and yeah, that was my first day, or that was like my school picture. And I had it, like, because I had 2 different earrings in, and I wanted to show off my earrings, you know. Anyways, point of that whole thing was they ended up closing. And I did not get them done again until 6th grade in October of 2012. So I was in 6th grade. I got this, just the first, or the normal lobes done again. And I got it done at Claire's again. And all these times, unless I say something else, it was my parents who took me. Okay, so I was going to write down the story, but honestly, I don't remember the story. I remember it hurt a little bit, but not anywhere near as much as I thought I was going to, and I got over my fear of needles. Well, I still have a fear of needles, but my fear of earrings. The pain wasn't too bad, so yeah, that's just the basic thing. A lot of people have that, so there's not much to say about it. Then next are my seconds, which are just like 1 up. I hope you can see this here. I'll show you this really quick because I don't have pictures of these. I just have random earrings in right now. But I'm talking about the seconds. I got them done on Easter Day, like Easter Sunday of 2013. I can't remember the date, but I mean, if you go and go and figure it out, it was 2013 Easter Sunday. I got them done at Walmart, and then the story behind it would be, so my grandparents live in South Dakota, and we lived like 2 hours south of them. And for some reason, we didn't realize that since Easter Sunday, like Claire's and all those places are not going to be open. So Walmart was the only place that we could find that was open and could do it. So I got it done there, and it was the same amount of pain as the first one. It was not bad at all. It's just like, if you've never had your ears pierced, it's just like a quick pinch and for a few seconds, and then it hurts a little bit, but like it goes away pretty fast. And the one thing is, I used to wear dangly earrings, so I wanted them closer together, and now I completely regret that, because she's like, well, what kind of earrings do you wear the most? And I used to wear dangly earrings. Now I keep studs in, so I wish that these were further apart so I could wear like bigger studs in the first hole. But in 6th grade I wore dangly earrings, so that's kind of what we went with. Okay, then my 3rd piercing would be my cartilage on this side. And I do have a, here, I'll show you this one too, because the picture that you're seeing is the day I got it done, and I now have a hoop in it. I don't know if you can see it. but I just put this hoop in here like a few weeks ago. Okay, so now for all the details of the piercing, now that I showed you that. Okay, so I got it done in 9th grade on October 3rd, 2016, which is the day after my birthday. But I got it done at Claire's, like in a mall. Well, aren't all Claire's in a mall? I don't know why I just said that. But the story, this one probably has like the most interesting story. So we had went on April 2nd, which is my birthday. We had went to a mall, and if you live in like Minnesota, you probably know what the Southdale Mall is. I went to Southdale because we were like eating there, I want to say. I have no idea, but we were there for my birthday. We had went to the Claire's and we're like, do you do cartilage piercings? And they're like, no, the city that like the mall's in doesn't allow that. So just an FYI. They don't allow it, so don't ever try to get cartilage piercing done at the Southdale Mall. So the next day I was going to the mall with my best friend's family because like they always do something with me for my birthday, and I'm like really close with them. It was April 3rd, so the day after my birthday, and my friend's mom, okay, so like you have to be like the legal guardian. So my friend's mom had to like pretend to be my mom, obviously, which my mom knew about that. It wasn't a big deal. But she had to write my name as her last name, like, so we had the same last name, you know? Which, I mean, you don't necessarily have to have the same last name to, like, be her daughter, but I don't know, it's just what she did. So yeah, I was her mom, and we were, like, playing out this whole thing the whole time I was getting it done. As far as the pain, it hurt maybe a little bit more, just because it's cartilage, but the actual initial pain was about the same, maybe a little worse. But the pain just lasted longer, like, for the next hour, it was just, like, warm and, like, throbbing. But not bad. It still didn't hurt very bad. You're gonna see I have more painful piercings. And the healing, the other two, I don't really remember the healing because it was in 6th grade. But the healing for this one was pretty bad because of where it is. I had never had something there before. And so, like, the two hard things were sleeping because I sleep on my side. And, like, even now, like, well, I don't know, it healed weird because it still hurts. And it's been almost a year. Like, sleeping would hurt really bad, so I had to use, like, one of those travel pills that goes around your neck, and I had to, like, put it like this. I don't know if that makes any sense, but, like, so nothing was touching my ear when I slept. Then also, like, your hair gets caught on it all the time, and, like, whenever you tuck your hair, you hit it. That's about it for that one. And then my my 6th piercing, technically, the 4th time I went to get it done, was 2 days before I started 10th grade, and that's what I'm in now. And it was August 20th, 2016. I had got it done at a tattoo shop. Oh, I never even saw what the piercing is. Wow, I'm professional. I got my daith pierced on this side, so the one that I don't have the cartilage on. And I'm not going to show you it now because you're seeing a picture of it. I got it done at a tattoo shop because, like, normal places don't do that, obviously. That was the first time that I had ever been in a tattoo shop, so that's cool. And then the story behind this one is me and my mom had been looking at getting it because we both have headaches, and that's supposedly, like, supposed to help headaches. The results are, because, like, it's very, like, controversial, I guess, the piercing is, because it helps some people, it doesn't help others. So it did help me, like, it didn't help my migraines, but it helped my headaches. So I have it on this side, and when I get headaches, like, I had one yesterday, I only get it on this side of my head. So that's cool. It helped me like that, and I feel like I don't get headaches really very much. I only get migraines now, which still isn't very good. But it did not help my mom at all, so I think it's kind of like a 50-50 chance of whether it's going to work or not, but it did work for me. So we went in, and there's a lot more forms that you have to fill out when you get a piercing like that, because there's a lot more things that, like, could go wrong or whatever. And me and my mom both had to show our ID, and I might have had to show my birth certificate, I can't remember. And so we filled it all out, and we went into this back, like, piercing room, and it looked like a doctor's office. Like, they had a doctor's office bed, and, like, everything is very sterile. That's the right word, right? They, like, sterilized everything. I know I'm using that right. Okay. And yeah, it literally looked like a doctor's office. So she's like, this is the one that you want to get, right? And we're like, yeah. And then she's like, who wants to go first? I'm like, I'll go first, because if I see my mom do it first, then I might, like, be more scared. So if I just get it over with, like, I wanted to go first. So I went over, I did it. And as far as the pain, this by far hurt more than any of my other piercings, probably combined. It hurt pretty bad. I mean, I'm also, like, a really big baby with pain. And it just felt like a super bad, like, pinching down really hard. But the pain, like, didn't last that long. Like, it didn't even last, as long as when I got my cartilage done. Like, it didn't, it was over pretty quick, but the initial pain hurt pretty bad. But anyways, yeah, so she did that, and, like, she puts a clamp on it, and then she pushes the needle through, and then, like, the needle's hollow, and then she follows it with the jewelry. There's something wrong with mine now, because there's, like, these little bumps on it. I'm not going to show you a picture because it's disgusting. They're almost gone now, thankfully, but, your body, like, it's very common. Like, your body will think there's infection, so it grows skin over it, and then it continues to grow skin, and grow skin, and grow skin, like that. And it creates these little bumps, And so I had one on top and bottom, and the one on the top is now gone, and I just have to get rid of the one on the bottom before I can change it, because I really want to change it because the one I have in is ugly. Sorry, this story is really all over the place. I just think it looks really cool. Oh, the healing. Okay, so the healing was definitely not as bad as the cartilage because, like, you're not touching inside of your ear as much. The only bad thing is, to this day, you can't put headphones in. Like, I can, but it's really, really hard, and I have to have the ones, like, the squishy part, you know? I think you know what I mean. So yeah, that's really annoying. That's why I would never get, like, both of them done. But yeah, since it's on the inside of your ear, like, when you sleep, you don't really feel it. Like, I was expecting it to be really bad, but the healing's not bad at all for that one. So I think I covered everything for that. Then, the reason that I thought to, like, do this video, like, the reason I'm doing this video now, is because 6 days ago, I got my belly button pierced. So that's pretty cool. I'm obsessed. Like, it's my favorite piercing by far. Also, I learned afterwards, this is gonna sound so stupid, you're gonna be like, wow, Maesa, you're really dumb. But I learned afterwards that it's called your navel piercing, which sounds really weird, but that's what it's called. I just call it my belly button piercing. So yeah, this was 6 days ago, so all this is pretty fresh in my brain still. And so it was March 18th that I got it. Okay, so this time I went to a different tattoo shop because the tattoo shop that we went to before, it was, like, closer to my house, but their, like, piercer left and, like, no longer works there. I'm gonna go over the other stuff and then tell the story. So as far as the pain, it was the same as the days, except my muscles, my whole, like, ab muscles started twitching, and I felt so weird. And she said that happens, like, it's not common, but it happens. And yeah, it felt really, really weird, but I'd say the pain was about the same as the days, except, like, so again, she had the clamp and pushed the needle through that was hollow, and then the jewelry followed. By the time she had the jewelry in, it already felt like I felt zero pain. So that was pretty amazing. Okay, so and then healing, I'm still in the healing process, so I don't have a whole lot to say about this. I can just tell you what I've experienced in the last 6 days. So it was bad for the first 4. Like, now I can actually, like, touch it, and it doesn't, like, it's not in as much pain. Or before, like, I would barely touch it and it'd be painful. One really, like, struggle that I'm having is clothes, because I can't wear anything high-waisted, and, like, all my jeans are high-waisted, and I have to wear stuff loose on my stomach, otherwise it hurts because it, like, rubs up against it, and it really hurts. One thing that no one told me about is it bleeds a lot. Like, it was literally bleeding this morning. And it's always, like, a little tiny bit, but, like, it bleeds. Like, even 6 days later, it's still bleeding. And it's just overall, like, sore. Like, it's not painful, it's just really sore. That is it for my notes. Now I'm gonna tell you the story. So, on Saturday, I woke up at, like, 9 o'clock, and, oh, by the way, my birthday's coming up. I don't know if I already mentioned that. My birthday is in 9 days, I think. So, I had been talking about getting this or my forward helix, which, if you don't know what a forward helix is, I'll enter a picture right here. But I was talking about getting that or my belly button, and my parents always said, like, you can't have your belly button done until you're 18. But then I was asking them, like, can I just get it done? And they're like, I don't know, we'll talk about it. Like, my mom and dad will talk about it. And so I'm like, okay. And then that morning they woke me up and called me into their bedroom, and they were talking, and my dad's like, get ready, you have an appointment at 11. And I'm like, what? An appointment for what? And they told me that it was to get my belly button pierced for my birthday. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, like, I was so excited. And they didn't really give me much of a notice, only like 2 hours until I had to be there. And so I went there, and the place was so cool looking. Like, the walls were like lime green, it had like black in it. It was just a really cool place. The lady was super nice. I had gotten, 6 piercings done before that, so I already kind of knew what I was doing. And I already talked about the pain. Yeah, I went in there, and she just kind of, like, explained how everything was gonna go. And this one, the place I went, it was $60 to get it done. I think, obviously, it depends on the place you go, but I'd say it's probably around there. I want to say my date was actually like 50, I think, if I remember it. But that could be, like, way off. I have no idea. But yeah, they surprised me with it, which was really cool. Even though I entered a picture, I'll still show you what it looks like. Ignore my maroon shorts that don't match. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Ignore this line right here. It's always there and it's annoying. Oh, one other thing I totally didn't say is, it's just kind of funny. So she showed me, like, obviously you can't put, like, fancy stuff in right away, like, when you first get it done. So she's like, do you want this pink, the blue, or the clear? And I go, the clear. And she goes, okay. And then when I got it done, like, I had my sweatshirt up so I wasn't looking. After I looked, it was blue. And I was like, so I still don't know what happened, because, like, I didn't say anything to her, because, like, there's nothing she could do about it now. So I don't know if she misheard me or just accidentally grabbed the wrong one and didn't want to say anything. But yeah, that happened. Let me know if you guys want me to update you on the healing, like, if you're really interested in that. Okay, so yeah, now that I told you about all of those, overall, piercings hurt. But I 110% think that they're worth the pain because I just love them. Like, I think it's a personal preference thing. I just really, really like them and have a mild obsession with them. And the next one I want is a triple forward helix, which I already showed you a picture of. But yeah, that's the one I want to get next, and I want to get it on this ear that I have the cartilage. But I hope you guys found this video like really interesting. I know I love watching these videos, especially like since I have so many piercings. But I'm just gonna go. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below any suggestions you have for future videos, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye guys!